An awesome piece of bug out equipment, or can be used for overlanding. It's widely used in the overlanding community. Hey everybody, I'm Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. I want to talk about a sweet product that we're going to be using a lot while we're out doing the overlanding thing and bug out practice, all that kind of stuff. So what is it? You guys want to see this? This is going to be awesome. All right, first of all, let me get it all opened up and show you what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the Set Power 58-liter dual zone fridge freezer combo. This thing is awesome. Keep your food cold and your stuff frozen while you're out bugging out, getting out there on the trails, overlanding, or whatever. All right, so what is this exactly? This is a fridge freezer combo. Right now it's being powered from this power station. I'm gonna talk about that in a different video, but this is an all power station. This fridge freezer I have had in the house running off house power for quite a while now. I have one thing I will note about this fridge freezer that is one of those things that's like, I don't really care for. They could have done better, but we'll talk about that. It has kept things frozen and it has kept things cold. I mean, that's what a fridge freezer does. And what's really cool, it has this slide out here. You can see at the bottom here, right down here. You lift up the little knob and it slides out. I have to lift it up a tiny bit over the last little lip of my tailgate and then it locks out. See, it's nice and locked in position. Has these tie down straps to strap it down. And so if you want to get into it, all you got to do is open it up and I will show you inside in just a sec. You got something, for example, an energy drink and some ranch. It's been in there for like a day. Nice and cold, does the things. Has a light inside, I'll show you that in just a sec. Freezer. These things have been in here, these hot dogs, organic uncured beef hot dogs. These have been in here for about a week now, frozen solid. As well as the Hebrew National Franks, some fresh pork. Keeps it nice and frozen. You want to see how big this is? This is probably overkill for what we need, because for overlanding we haven't done any like week-long trips yet, but bigger might be better for bugging out, because you don't want to always have perishable foods. You don't always want to rely on perishable foods. You want non-perishable foods with you for the long term. But for the short term bugging out, hey, why not make use of it when you can? You can keep eggs in there and you can keep milk. You can keep everything else in here. This is a really nice option. So let's talk about the one little thing that's kind of negative. The little temperature controls on it. The numbers aren't actually reflective of the temperatures. Forget what temperature I had this at. I think it was maybe like 27 and stuff wasn't really getting frozen. So what I did is drop it down to 21. I mean, who cares what the numbers say? I mean, it works. And I keep the fridge on 34 or 32 right now. And that keeps it nice and cold, but not frozen. This side keeps frozen. It works. It's just one of those things. It'd be nice if they had the numbers actually reflect the true temperatures. But it runs off of AC or DC. Right now I have it plugged into the AC port of this. I find that it kind of runs a little bit better on AC. So for long term though, you may be thinking about how to keep this running for more long term. Well, let's talk about the tiny bit. That's more for the power station video. This power station powered the fridge standalone for 30 hours. I'm going to talk more about that in the power station video, but I have a lithium ion battery back there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wire the lithium ion battery to the vehicle. So the vehicle will charge the battery, because these power stations don't really charge that well from vehicles. Some of them don't even have the built-in equipment to do that. Same with the lithium ion batteries. So make sure if you're going that route, you get the right kind of stuff. I'm also going to do a video about that battery. It's a Power Queen battery. So far it's working out really well. But vehicle charging battery, battery charging power station charging fridge. It'll keep running forever as long as you drive the vehicle sometimes, or throw out some solar panels to charge the battery. It works really well, keeps stuff cold. So let's take a look inside. All right, so here's that bad boy. Here's what I was talking about, the temperatures, 21 and 32. I just keep it, the battery protection on middle, as you can see right here, and I keep it on minimum for compressor speed. And it works really well so far. So let's take a look inside. Let's just open up the fridge part and you can see how big it is. You can see what's in there and all the stuff that you can fit in there. That'll fit a lot of sodas and yeah, beer if you drink. We don't drink, but you know, it'll fit quite a bit of stuff. Freezer, not so much, but you know, how much you're gonna need to keep frozen. It'll keep quite a bit of stuff frozen. Throw a lot of meat in there to keep frozen while you're out and about doing the things. So there's the other part of the, here, let me see. There's the other part of the slide out. There's that battery I talked about. It just still needs to be mounted, but there's the slide out. And I do need to come up with a solution. I just kind of started figuring this out to run the wires on like a wire loom or something like that so they don't get in the way when I, you know, bring the fridge in and out. That's no problem though. When I slide it in, I just make sure the wires aren't getting crimped. But yeah, there's the fridge. So all in all, what do I think about this product? Well, I've been testing it, using it for about a month now, and mostly inside the house, because what I plan on doing for bugging out and or for overlanding is keep it in the house, keep it plugged in, keep it at temperature, so that my power station, my batteries and all that stuff don't have to work hard and drain down the charge faster to get it up to or down to temperature. So I'll keep it in the house, ready to go, and all I gotta do is bring it out here if I need to bug out, throw a bunch of stuff in here. Well, bring it out first because it's heavy when it's full of stuff. Bring it out here, put it in, plug it in. It keeps it at temperature, throw all the stuff in I need, strap it down, slide it in, and go. Because normally it's kind of a shambles right now. I got stuff all over the ground out here also that normally goes in here. Normally we keep this, our 80 series Land Cruiser, totally set up, ready to go at a moment's notice, because it is our primary bug out vehicle and it's our overlanding vehicle. So if friends call up and say, hey, you guys want to go on a trip tomorrow with us? We'll be like, all right, cool. All we got to do is throw in our food and make sure our clothing is squared away, but we keep clothes in here and basically go. I keep the diesel heater topped off. Diesel heater's right behind me. Maybe I'll do a video about that. If you look at my past videos, you'll see I did a video about this diesel heater, about repackaging it into the Pelican case. Turned out awesome. That is a game changer and a lifesaver, especially when it's cold out. We're in winter now, or getting into winter. So yeah, another thing this fridge has that I'm not showing in this video necessarily, but it has an insulative cover for it. That'll help keep the temperatures inside in the cold and or in the heat. In the cold, well, it doesn't need that much help doing that unless it's inside the vehicle and you got the vehicle nice and warm. And not using too much power is a good thing. You don't want to drain your electrical system. Another thing about this is they do make power supplies for it, kind of like a power station or a battery. I'm not really sure, but if you want something like this, check out Set Power. Links in the description below. I forget if I have a coupon code or anything like that. Like I said, they just sent this out to me for testing, and I believe this is a really good product. Like I said, it's working well so far. So if you're looking at a fridge freezer combo, or they have just fridges, they have a lot of other stuff on their website. Check them out. Do your own research though, because like I said, I've had this about a month and it's working pretty well so far. We'll see long term. I'll probably do a long-term test of it also, but all in all, so far, so good. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.